we're live, folks. GMA Beyond the Fight podcast, episode 9. Gods Martial Arts is an innovative martial arts production and promotion that not only celebrates ancient martial arts traditions, but treats fighters as celebrities all throughout Southeast Asia. We have a special guest with us today, our first guest from Myanmar, the young prodigy, Khun Sa.
Okay, let me introduce you first. I'm Khun Sa. I'm former Lethwei kickboxing Muay Thai fighter.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm doing promoter in Myanmar.
Yep.
I want to send a lot of Myanmar fighter too. They're really good promotion like a GMA.
Yep. So it's a great to have you on the show. It's such an honor, and how special it was for you to come all the way from Myanmar just to come to our GMA 6 event last night.
Yep.
Which you saw a great display of Vietnamese martial arts.
Yeah, first I want to say one thing. It's really different setting with other promotion, you know. I see a lot of tradition and I see a lot of respect to neighbor country. I see respect the fighter home country. It means we have a Myanmar poster, we have a Thai, Khmer, everything. I really love about it, you know.
Yeah.
This means this promotion show the respect to the fighter.
Yes.
Treat like a celebrity. I can see everything.
It's incredible. And the music.
Yep.
One of my favorite things about Gods Martial Arts, the events, the music. When you're here live, it just gives you that feeling, a very special feeling, an enchanting feeling, if you will.
Yep.
So this is your first time in Vietnam, is that correct?
Yeah, that's my first time, and that is only my 4 day in Vienna. I'm in Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah, Ho Chi Minh
City. Yeah.
So before we get into everything, the promotion, GMA, how do you feel being here in Vietnam for the first time?
I feel like it's so nice. It's first I want to say honestly, Vienna is the really golden budget travel in the Southeast Asia. You know, we can eat, we can drink. It's so cheap for traveling.
Yes.
Yep. So I'm really happy with Vienna. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I can do everything. I mean, we can go to some place, or we can go to some market. We can go to some restaurant. It's cheap.
It's very cheap. Yeah.
Same. We can train in MMA in Vienna. It's stay cheap. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
and everyone is so welcoming here.
Yep. Same. And one thing, I will be training in some street. You know, in Vienna they have a gym in street. How can I call this? I don't know. They are training. They are running in park. They are running in the street. We see the really good night people in Vienna. The old anchor. You know.
Yes.
They really take care of foreigner.
Yes, they do.
Damn, I really love about it.
They really do love taking care of foreigners, and you have that hospitality.
Yep.
That you don't really get in most places in the world, in my limited experience. So,
same.
So, and for me, Vietnam is my home. You know, every time I leave Vietnam, I just want to come back. You know.
Yeah, same. That is my only 4 day, but I feel like I really like this country. I want to live, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome, and it's incredible that you're going to be here for the next month. And what are some of the things that you want to do here in the month that you're here?
I want to find a promotion, find a job for Myanmar fighter.
Okay.
That's why I'm coming only for Myanmar fighter. I want to see about how GMA is working.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see about local gym, only for Myanmar. In Myanmar we have a lot of striking gym.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't have grappling gym. You know,
Okay.
That's why I want to see about Vietnam, because now same with another country. In Myanmar, they want to train in Vietnam because it's cheaper than another country.
Yeah.
That's why. And I'm telling you this, GMA is the most gift sponsor to the fighter. Like this. That's why I want to bring fighter to like GMA, you know.
It's
That's why.
amazing. And it's even more impressive that at just such a young age, 20 years old, that you already have this vision for taking care of your people of Myanmar, so
Yeah.
much so that you're willing to leave your country, come to a foreign country by yourself, and explore opportunities so that the Burmese can come and advance their career.
Yep, that's what. Because I know the feeling for Myanmar fighter. Because my first fight is in Tre, and my first fight is in low weight. You know,
Yeah, oh yeah.
in low weight we don't have like we can get the record in low weight. I fight so many low weight fight. You know, over 40 fight.
40.
Yeah, over 40, and like I want to say like first about low weight. Like,
Yeah.
I want to explain. Low weight is the most beautiful app in the world.
Absolutely. I think we can all agree with
we
that.
use everything. We have the body, head, punch, elbow, knee, kick, like this. And one thing is, if you got the knockdown, like you can call the timeout. You know,
Oh yeah. So what happens?
if you got the knockdown, like if I got the punch, I will be fucked up. But I can call the like knockdown, like injury time. My corner man call the injury time. They bite my ear, they slap my face, they put the ice on my ball. They do everything what I need to work at. That,
Just so you can continue the fight.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that's all. We
That
don't
is-
have point system in low weight. No point.
No what?
No point system.
Oh, no point system.
Yep. If you want to win in low weight, only knockdown, KO,
The art of 9 limbs.
like this.
The 9th being your head. Your head.
Yeah, like this. That's why like we don't have a like option like champ to fight in MMA. That's
Yeah.
why. That's why I want to bring the Myanmar fighter to like this big promotion and good promotion for the who take care of the fighter is
Yeah.
the good promotion. You know.
Exactly.
I work with so many promotion
Yep.
in last year, but
Yep.
I can promise I find a little bit like promotion, only 1 or 2 promotion who take care of the fighter and treat
Yeah.
like a celebrity, you know.
Exactly.
That's why I want to bring GMA to fighter.
For sure. It's it's a complicated business.
Yep.
You know, the fight business is complicated.
Yep.
It's just in the grappling, there's not a lot of money in grappling, and and because of that we have a lot of politics and it's trouble to get resources, and this all contributes to the complexity of getting sponsorships.
Yep.
And things like that.
Yep, same.
So I can imagine that being in Myanmar is even more difficult for the Burmese to find opportunities to fight, and to find opportunities to fight professionally to where they can
Yeah.
get on the global stage.
Same. Yeah.
So-
I'm telling about it. You know, they want to fight in like Clover promotion. They want to show they are like how strong the Myanmar fighter and how they can do. They want to show everything in this state, like this.
That's
why
amazing.
A lot of fighters. So I think we got a lot of Myanmar CV in this year. I think because everybody want to fight in GMA right now. You know, everybody
I
want to
know.
fight in GMA right now. Everybody asks me like how to join GMA. I want to show Lethwei. I want to show boxing. I want to show everything they have like this. Everybody
Yes.
asks me. Everybody says me, please give me the chance to fight the GMA.
You're the
like this.
representative of Myanmar.
Yeah, right now say like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now like same. We have a 4 fighter in GMA, right?
Yeah.
Like Diamond Wing, Sojo, Somozo, and Samurai.
Yep.
Slime.
Yes.
So we have 4 fighter. In the next year we have more.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's right. That,
Yep. And I think that as you know, and as our audience knows, GMA is very different because we are bringing. It's because where we are in the world. You know what I mean? In the
Yeah.
United States, we don't have a lot of diversity when it comes to martial arts,
Yeah.
right? We don't have traditions that are thousands and thousands of years old. The United States is only a few hundred years old, right?
Yeah.
Here, we have traditions such as Lethwei, such as Khun Sa,
Yeah.
Muay Thai, Vo Việt Nam here in Vietnam that are 3 or 4 times older than the United States itself.
Yeah, that's why I want to bring Lethwei to GMA, because GMA is like world promotion, you know.
Yes,
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why the good thing is we can promote Lethwei world.
Yep.
That's why I'm saying in like Myanmar to the media, I always say, if you bring Lethwei to the wall, let's bring to GMA.
Yep.
We can show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's why.
Yep. And you know, GMA does a really good job of celebrating, you know, not just the traditions themselves, but anyone who is advancing those traditions and bringing up martial arts. GMA is going to support you in one way or another.
Yeah, and
You know what I mean?
yeah, I know. And one thing in Myanmar, we have a like really famous guy in GMA, from GMA, you know, the ring gear, the fest. They talking about the ring gear. They are really beautiful. And second thing is you, about you. They want to know about you.
What?
Yeah, they want to know about you.
What do they want to know?
Like, who is your and what is your position and how like you like scout the fighter and
Yeah.
like they want to know why you're doing for Myanmar fighter, like
Yep.
why you're happy Myanmar fighter,
Yes.
why you're hype. They want to know like everything. They want to know everything. They ask me everything about you.
All right, I'm here. I'm here to answer your questions.
So you can tell the Myanmar audience.
And so basically, and just a little bit about myself.
Yeah.
You know, when I was growing up, I wasn't really good at any sports. You know,
Yeah.
basketball, baseball, pretty much any sport involving a ball. You know, it wasn't good, and the coach wouldn't let me play. Right. So I was picked on a lot at school. I didn't have a lot of confidence in myself, and so I started wrestling. Right. And wrestling was really when I found myself, when I truly felt accepted, you know, into a sports organization or any type of organization, and just being on the mat, competing by yourself, 1 versus 1, it changed me, and it turned me into a different person. And for that reason, that's why I became a wrestling coach later, and a grappling coach. So because I know what it's like to be that scared kid, you know.
Yep.
You know, girls made fun of me at church. You know, I was so bad at wrestling when I first started, but I didn't care
Because you don't need to care, man.
because I just wanted to get on the mat because I felt alive. When I was the first 50 matches I lost, right? And so I developed a very special relationship and love for martial arts through wrestling, right? And so I've lived in South America, I've lived throughout the United States, and then of course I come here and I spent almost 5 years here total in Vietnam, and I feel like I want to give back to the world, to the universe, because I feel like martial arts changed my life, and I have the ability to change other people's lives by giving opportunities, whether it's, you know, folk style wrestling or giving them opportunities to fight in some kind of promotion, or train at a Muay Thai gym, train at an MMA gym or Khun Sa gym, or whatever the case may be. So basically my role here in Vietnam is a promoter of martial arts.
Yeah.
I'm a promoter of martial arts.
They want to know this. They want to know this.
So I'm a grappling coach. I grapple professionally. We have Saigon Super Fights,
Yep.
which is a community effort. One of the special things about Vietnam is we have a lot of small gyms that don't have a lot of resources, that combine their resources so that we can create events like Saigon Super Fights.
Yep.
Right.
That's really cool.
And what we try to do is make Saigon Super Fights and other types of events, grappling events, exciting, like 2 hours instead of 9 hours, exciting for the grappler and for the fans. And so that every single fight is not only interesting, but you get some kind of sponsorship at the end, right? You might get a cash prize. Maybe you're going to get a trip to ADCC, ASJJF, or one of the other grappling promotions in Southeast Asia so that you have an opportunity to compete. So for the longest time, I just went around Vietnam and just started interviewing people. Tell me about your gym. Because here's the thing, man. I mean, how many people play football in Myanmar?
A lot of people. They play a lot of people in Myanmar. Like one every Yemen in 12 or 13, they want to be a football.
So you're gonna play whether you want to or not, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, like that. And one thing is like crazy thing is, in another country they really like football, right?
Yeah, exactly.
In Myanmar, they really like fighting.
Yeah, for sure.
They want to see like every martial art in Myanmar.
Yeah.
They want to see everything. Like,
yeah.
So our number one sport is fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
so to get back to your question,
yep.
You asked me, Zach, why did you play baseball when you grew up? Why did you play basketball?
Yeah.
I didn't have a choice. I had to. Everybody plays basketball.
Yeah.
You play basketball and baseball whether you want to or not. But for wrestling, there's a story. There's always a story, and for grappling, there's always a story. And for almost every single martial artist, there's a story as to why they started fighting. And it's usually because maybe they got picked on at school, like me. Maybe they got embarrassed in front of all the high school kids. You know, there's always some kind of story most of the time that's interesting that needs to be told. And when that story is told, it inspires other people to do martial arts. Because a lot of people think that martial arts is just violence, you know? And that's what they see it. Why are you fighting? Why do you gotta do this? Why do you gotta do that? Well, it's a form of meditation.
Yeah.
It's a form of meditation, and you find inner strength within yourself. And once you find that, you can have a positive influence on those around you. The greatest currency we have is the impact we have on others. And I believe, at least for me, the best impact that I can have on others is through martial arts. Whether it's providing opportunities, coaching wrestling, things like that, or finding opportunities for Burmese fighters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're famous because of your mindset, you know, in Myanmar. That's fine. That's why you're famous. Right now, I know the reason why you're famous in Myanmar. And like you say about sponsorship, right?
Yeah.
I want to talk about to Myanmar audience about GMA sponsorship.
Yeah.
They want to really know about it. Yeah, I want to say like I want to ask the question for the Myanmar audience. Like the Myanmar fighter want to know about this, like about the sponsorship.
Yeah.
Which sponsorship they need to get, and which sponsor like GMA give to fighter, Myanmar fighter.
Yeah.
They want to know.
Well, let's talk about if you're selected to be a GMA fighter in our international tournament series, right? So this year is our first international tournament series, right? Last year we had 3 events. It was only Vietnamese only. It was kind of like a proof of concept, and it went fantastic. It was amazing. This year we have 8 events, international tournament series, and we invited 5 different countries, 4 of which participated, and which is Cambodia, Malaysia, Myanmar, and Thailand, basically. So if we have a fighter that's international who makes it into the GMA International Tournament Series, we basically provide them everything that they need, right? We pay for the plane tickets, we provide lodging, we pay for the food, and you get a certain amount of money just for taking the fight, and then you get prize money if you win the fight. right? And so it doesn't cost the fighter anything to come here. And we even pick you up at the airport with a smile on our face. You know, you're going to see me, or you're going to see Lop, you're going to see someone on the staff there to pick you up. So as soon as you land here, you're taken care of by the GMA staff, and that's a very special thing, right?
That's really cool for Myanmar. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like airplane ticket, including food and hotel.
Yeah. For the fighter +1.
Yeah. That's I
For
want to
fighter
say.
+1.
Not
Yeah.
only for the fighter.
Exactly.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's a very special thing, and what Johnny and his team have built here is very special. And of course, as you can see, a very cinematic approach, very professional, very high standards, and really sets the standard for, you know, not only the quality of the production, but a vision to bring all martial arts and the countries where they come from together. We want to all come up together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, and it's similar to the grappling world. In the grappling world, there's a lot of politics, right?
Yeah.
You know, oh man, my blue belt went from my gym to your gym, and you promoted him. You know what I mean? And it's like, we live in a city of 13 million people. There's probably 700 that do jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
What's
know.
the point in getting upset about one grappler? There's 10 million more people, you know?
Yeah.
And the same thing that can be said for martial arts.
Yeah.
You know? And martial arts in Southeast Asia is a small community. It's a small community. If you combine all the martial arts, it's still a small community. There's people you know that I know, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And if you were to go to Malaysia, you're going to run into people that I know, and vice versa. So instead of trying to compete with every other promotion or every other gym, let's all work together. We're all the same team, you know. And as you may have seen last night, you know, yes, it's a competitive event.
Yeah,
There's a lot of emotion when you train for months and months and months, and now, you know, you've got a packed GMA arena, and your family's there, and you came from Hanoi, you know, 2,000 kilometers away, just to watch this fight that's just going to last minutes. There's a lot of emotion on the line. There's a lot at stake. And here in Vietnam, there's a lot of national pride, right?
Yeah.
They really get behind their fighters. But even when that's all at stake, they shake hands at the end of the fight, and they're best friends, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I see what GMA is doing. Is it's an opportunity, it's a platform, it's a vehicle in which these ancient martial arts traditions that have been, you know, stovepipe, if you will, for thousands and thousands of years. This is an opportunity for us to all come together and learn, you know? Because, I mean, until recently, I didn't really understand the difference between Muay Thai and Khun Khmer. I just didn't, and a lot of people don't understand that.
Like, I can explain because...
But I mean, I know a little bit, and I'll let you explain a little bit.
Yeah.
But this is an opportunity for us all to learn, and we can appreciate.
That's true.
We can appreciate it because it's not just about getting views on TV. You know, why do we have MMA in the first place? We have MMA in the first place because of these traditions that are thousands and thousands and thousands of years old. The first Olympic sport was wrestling.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, right now GMA doing really mixed martial art. That's called really mixed martial art. We can see Khun Sa, Muay Thai, Lethwei in striking.
Yes.
You know?
That's the purest form of martial arts.
Yeah, like this. I want to see this way because it's too difficult to find like every tradition martial art to see the one place.
Yes.
It's really hard, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So like an international event, we can see every tradition fighter in Southeast Asia. Like they represent the like really traditional martial art of their home country.
Exactly.
Like this way.
Yeah, and you can come and represent your home country. You can come and represent your martial art, your team, your family, whatever the case may be. This is a platform on which to do that.
Yep. And the best thing is, fighter can talk to you like this, like you, like a promoter, like the Fighter Scout. They don't need agency anymore.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's I really love about GMA.
Yeah, and GMA just wants to uplift, and they truly go out of their way to celebrate the ancient traditions. You know, if you look around, we are here in GMA Arena. If you look at these flags, you look at these that are hanging around. Each one of these represents the traditions of Cambodia, of Myanmar, of Malaysia, in celebration of, because we are honored for them to participate in our event, you know, and that's what makes the GMA special.
Yep.
And
I agree.
And that's why it's such an interesting. And not only that, it's going to be great production.
Yep.
And it's a way for you to really put yourself out as a fighter. So that's one way GMA sponsors fighters, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you are a fighter and you get selected for the it's going to be tougher next year. I tell you that. It's going to be tougher next year because there's more people going to know about it. It's going to be more competitive and things like that. But even if you're not a fighter, you know, GMA can help and support. You know, maybe not, even if it's not direct financial support, we're going to introduce you to a gym, to a fighter, to a promotion, to give you an opportunity to fight or to train. Because a lot of gyms here, whether it's grappling, it's some kind of striking, MMA, they're happy to have foreigners come in. They're happy to have foreigners come in. And Diamond actually specifically, before he came, before we met in person, he said, hey man, you know, I'm going to stay a few days. Do you think I can train some BJJ, some grappling? And I was like, yeah, man, of course. And so what we did is we set up Tuesday night super fights.
Oh.
Yeah, we just set up a Tuesday night super fights in one of the gyms. It was happy to do it, and we got some matches for them. And so we took them to 3 or 4 different gyms here in Saigon. We probably have, I don't even know how many gyms we have in Saigon, but like 10 years ago it was like 2 gyms. Now it's probably like 35 gyms.
Oh,
right.
it's
So
really improving.
and these gyms are happy to have foreigners come, especially foreigners that represent a unique style, you know, and Myanmar represents that. Another thing I love about the Burmese is the mindset. Very tough, you know, and will do anything to find a fight, and will do everything they can not to give up position. You guys are slapping each other in the face, biting ears, pouring cold water just so you can get up, so you can continue the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, that is I can't even imagine that. It's so brutal that MMA seems safe, you know?
That's what is crazy thing about like Myanmar fighter. They don't want to lose. They don't. Yeah. And they don't want to give up.
Exactly.
Yep. Even you are like punch the one Burmese fighter, if they are lie down, you doing ground and pound, they don't give up. For like they're saying punch me, I will not give up. If the referee like throw the page, they complain the referee. Why you are stopping? I'm still fighting like this.
When the referee is looking out for the guy's life, he stops the fight.
Yeah.
And then the fighter's like, look, it's not over yet. I'm still alive.
Yeah, like this. Because like in Myanmar, they can show the really fighter mindsets.
Yeah.
Like they want to show about it. How strong how we attach, like this. Like because of our traditional Lethwei rule.
Okay.
That's why their mindset is really strong.
So, you know, there's a lot of folks, including myself, I know a little bit about Lethwei, but I don't know a lot. You know,
Yeah.
can you share with our audience just a little about Lethwei? You know, how many people, how old are you when you start? What are the rules? How long are the fights? Do you do it in school? How do you get in competition and things like that?
Like when I was in Thai, I trained boxing first.
Okay.
But like when I play boxing, like amateur boxing in Thai, is too young, you know.
How old?
Like 12
years old.
years old. I train like boxing,
Yeah.
like, and I want to fight in Thai, you know, but they don't accept me because I'm too young for it. But in Lethwei, we don't have an age limit to fight. That's why I train like 3 months boxing and I moved to Lethwei because I want to fight. I want to.
So I
fight
just want to make sure I understand this.
Yeah.
So in boxing,
Yeah.
you have to wait until a certain age. How old do you have to wait?
Like in Myanmar, like 14.
14 years old.
Yes. Oh.
But the much more brutal sport of Lethwei, you can fight at any age.
I saw the like Kayin State, like
Yeah.
a part of Myanmar, like some city, the 6-year-old like one
Stop.
fighting Lethwei.
Stop it.
You know?
Are you serious?
Yep.
6 years old?
You can search on YouTube. They
Are
do
you
everything.
serious?
In 6 years, they use headbutt
Are you, that is crazy.
like this.
6 years old?
Yeah, only 6-year-olds. Like not even the blind, like even the gay fight in like young age.
So are there like 6-year-old Lethwei divisions?
And no, we don't have like age limit, but we have a like young language match for the kid, for the like under like 12 or 13 years old. We have a like fun match, but we don't wear any glove, we don't wear shin guard, and we will let the kids fight like 2 minutes or 3 minutes
With nothing.
with nothing. And like what is the crazy thing? Like in the like other country, the people scared like to get the damage like their kid, you know.
Yeah.
In Myanmar, they don't care. They will punch, like even the like parent want to fight.
That that's incredible.
Yeah. So let me tell you about it. Like about
Please.
mindset. Like when I was in Thai, I moved to Lethwei and I train. I train like over 1 year. I don't step in like ring in like 1 year. Like after the 1 year, I have the first fight in Kayin State.
So you were 13.
Yeah, like 30, yeah, over 13.
Okay.
Over 13, I have the first fight with like 3 minutes, like 3 rounds. Like a saying Muay Thai and Khun Sa, but we don't.
So it's a 3-minute round.
3-minute
and
round.
you get 1 minute rest in between.
No. We rest 2 minutes in Lethwei.
Okay.
We rest 2 minutes in Lethwei.
Yeah.
We can call like injury time. If I don't get KO to like my opinion, I don't get knocked down or knockout, like I'm not win. It's draw.
It's what?
Draw.
Oh yeah.
Like this. We don't have like we have a like no point. Only get KO. It's you will get the win. So if you don't get KO, it's draw.
What about TKO?
No, we don't have TKO.
So basically, the only way to win in Lethwei is to knock your opponent out cold.
Yeah.
And
like
they
this.
cannot be conscious for 2 minutes.
Like this.
That's insanity.
We don't have like,
That is just. That's just. I don't think the world appreciates that because
because
yeah,
some countries say it's too dangerous for a sport.
it is too dangerous.
Yep.
It is too
Even
dangerous.
like United States, they are not allowing to do Lethwei in some state. You know.
Yeah.
Like.
I mean, I don't know if any. I don't know. I'm sure there's some underground Lethwei promotion somewhere in the United States, but it's crazy because the knockout in MMA is, just seconds.
Yeah.
If you go unconscious, if you go unconscious, right?
Yep.
Before you hit the ground, it's considered a knockout.
In
Right.
Lethwei, it's
In
no.
Lethwei, you have 2 minutes. So let me ask you this question. Okay, so it's 3 rounds of 3 minutes.
Yep.
Okay.
Like the rest time is 2 minutes. Like injury time is also 2 minutes.
Okay, and what qualifies as injury time?
Like it's depend on corner man, and it's depend on fighter. Fighter can call like injury time. I want like injury time, like it. We have like one chance for like corner and like fighter. They have
Okay.
only one chance. So
Only one chance.
yeah, they need to choose which time they need to call injury time.
Okay.
So like most of the like gym, they only call like coach. Coach will call injury time, not the fighter. But it's legal to call
Okay.
the fighter injury time.
Okay.
Fighter also call injury time. But
Okay.
like this, we don't call injury time in usually way. Like we only call injury time when we are sleep. like this. Like when we got so many punch, we are lie down, we call injury time.
Okay.
That's all. Like only young people is like they need to fight 3 rounds. Like if you start the really professional level all the way, you need to fight 5 rounds,
Okay.
not the championship fight.
And what age is that?
Like it's not like they like don't have like age. It's depend on your skill and your winning like strike.
What's the youngest Lethwei fighter that you can think of that?
You mean professional?
Yeah, professional.
Like 15.
15 years
Yeah,
old.
15 years old. Like in Kenyan State, yeah, we have like 15 years old, really professional guy who can fight in like 5 rounds,
5 3-minute rounds.
fight 3-minute round.
Wow.
You know about it? We have a like championship tournament in Lethwei. Like who want to be a champion? You can go everyone, no weight limit.
So it's like absolute.
Yeah, absolute, like this.
So okay. I've got a few questions.
Yep.
So in MMA, like if you do a fight, well, you have months to recover, before you go to the next one. What was it like in Lethwei?
Nah, only take 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks.
After the 2 or 3 weeks, they were back to ring. Like,
Yeah.
what is the funny thing in I will be promote Lethwei? Like, I saw that this guy less man, like this fighter,
Who's that?
small Lethwei fighter.
Okay.
He fighting like less man.
Okay.
He lose. He really fuck up.
Yeah.
He have so many damage in the face. But when I celebrate the one Lethwei event in Kenyan State, he will join, and he will fight in my like promotion. Oh, what the fuck, this guy, like
Dude.
this, man. They don't try the fight. They don't try the opinion. If you give the chance to Lethwei fighter, they join. They don't care how much you pay, and they don't care how much like they got. They don't care. They only care about like fight.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's very special about Myanmar that we don't see in most parts of the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. And one of the reasons that I truly love the Burmese, the Lethwei fighters, is because, of course I'm very biased because I come from wrestling. I come from wrestling in the United States, as many of the viewers might know. And I mean, we're not as tough as Lethwei fighters, but it is a dominant mindset to where we do not want to give up position at all. We do not want to lose, right? And we see this. We've seen this. We see this in, rugby players, like South African rugby players. These guys are tough, man. And they're fun to watch. And they don't want to give up anything. They don't want to give up a point. They don't want to give up that ball at all. They don't care. You know what I mean? And in this world that we live in today, one of the things that I love about wrestling, as opposed to like basketball or football and things like that, you go to college and you are a football player, or you're a basketball
Yeah, I
player,
know.
you are immediately a celebrity. You are a celebrity, man. You're going to get paid a lot of money. You're going to have all the girls. You're going to have all the attention. You're going to have everything that you want. But if you're a wrestler, you can be ranked number 1 in the country. no one knows, no one cares, and there's no even if you're a national champion NCAA, you're not going to make millions of dollars. Like just some numbers off the top of my head, and these numbers are a few years old, right?
You should come to Myanmar.
I want to come.
I mean, look, you are the good at fighting. You're a celebrity in Myanmar.
I would love, but I'm not going to forget to compete in any Myanmar events. I'm not going to do that. I'll practice, but just to give you an idea, and where this mindset comes, and where my appreciation for Myanmar comes. It comes from this: wrestlers don't care about money. They don't care about being a celebrity, and even if you're the greatest wrestler, you know, unless you make it to the Olympics, unless you make it to the World Championships, your wrestling career ends in college. That's it. It's over with. And then there's no hope of making any money. So just to give you an idea, you know, like Alabama football, Alabama football, right? They're world famous. They're just a college football team, right? They, you know, the coach makes $4 million a year. $4 to $5 million a year. And this information is like 10 years old. It's probably more than that now, right? Do you know how much the top wrestling NCAA coach makes per year?
No, I don't know.
Like $150,000.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So wrestlers truly do not care about money, anything. They just they care about it because of the love of the sport. There's nothing like wrestling, man.
Same.
There's nothing like wrestling, and I think that we share that mindset, right?
Yep.
And that's why I appreciate the Burmese, and I appreciate, you know, the South African rugby players, and, you know, anyone who shares that mindset of, I just want to fight, I just want an opportunity, just put me in, you know?
Yeah, I like this.
And so that's where that comes from, you know. Personally, during my time here in Vietnam, I've had people have given me a lot of opportunities and things, and, you know, they've allowed me to come to their gyms. You know, I've had the opportunity to teach seminars. You know, I'm going to try to give everybody an opportunity who wants to train, to compete, to see if fighting is for them. Because there was a time in my life, man. There was a time in my life where I didn't think that, you know, wrestling was for me, that I could ever become something. I didn't think that I'd ever be good at any sport until I started wrestling. And I didn't even start wrestling for that. I started wrestling for other personal reasons, you know, and it was just something that really clung to me and changed my life in a lot of different ways. And that's what I want to bring to people. And that's why we have Saigon Super Fights, which is a community effort that's designed to give opportunities to not just people here in Vietnam, but people everywhere in the world, right? So one way that we can sponsor, you know, I get a lot of sponsorships, but it's not monetary, right?
Yep.
It's sponsorship through providing, we might have access to a venue, we might have some referees that volunteer to support the event, we might have a camera crew, we might get promotion, we might have a sponsor that's going to provide food for that day, like acai bowls. They might provide shirts, and sometimes we have sponsors who pay money for the winners of the fights. Mm-hmm. Like our biggest sponsor, you know, for me in our grappling promotions has been Shade Protocol, and they don't even want credit for it. A lot of people don't even know about it, but they have every fighter who has ever fought in Saigon Super Fights has won money donated by Shade Protocol, which is a cryptocurrency company that just wants to see the elevation of martial arts. And you sat beside him last night, Mirko.
Yeah.
Mirko.
I saw it.
And Mirko loves seeing the young fighters, come up, and especially those that don't have the same opportunities as someone who grows up in the United States where you have access to all the training. You know what I mean? So, because you have an advantage. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, so in terms of what GMA can do and what I can do personally and the network here that I'm gratefully a part of here in Saigon in Vietnam, we can offer opportunities to train for free.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why they want to know. Yeah, about like they want to train in Vienna. A lot of fighter. Before the Diamond Wing fight, they know about a little bit GMA.
Yeah.
That's why they ask me everything. They can train in Vienna. If they train in Vienna, they can get fight in GMA like this. Because the main reason is they want to fight in GMA.
Yeah, they do.
That's why they want to move to Vienna and they want to train in the really MMA gym. In Myanmar, they have some MMA gym, but they are focusing on striking. So basically, it's just a all striking gym.
Yeah.
So that's why they want to know about grappling. They want to move to Vienna and train really hard, and they want to go to GMA.
I mean, I tell you, anyone who wants to come here and train here, I can't promise anyone that they're going to get a slot in GMA because there's a ranking system. Only a certain amount of people can get in, right? So we can't promise that, but what we can promise is that we will do what we can to find an opportunity for you to train somewhere in Vietnam. Whether it's here, at Lean Phom, or at any of the other gyms throughout Vietnam. We'll introduce you. I personally took Diamond to 3 different gyms while I was here. He stayed next for a couple days, and these gyms were super happy that Diamond came. Tao Dien Jiu-Jitsu, Ram Muay Thai, Saigon Grappling. I mean, Diamond just stayed, didn't know anyone, and just wanted a couple matches, right? So actually, when we went to Tao Dien Jiu-Jitsu, they actually had a fight here last night. You saw these guys, and Pierre, the black belt, who's in charge of it, unfortunately is in France right now. He's been on the guest. He was on episode 2, and they changed their whole schedule that day just to give Diamond 5 matches in a row. Diamond did 5 grappling matches in a row. And
I know about what is different grappling gym and striking gym. Like a MMA gym, really good MMA gym, and what is different striking gym, because I trained the whole over 5 years in Myanmar.
Yeah.
Only striking gym. So when I moved to train in Bangkok, it's called Tiger Eye in Bangkok.
Yeah.
My coach is it's called Bashar Ahmed. This guy is very humble, and he is godfather of Pakistan. He bring MMA to the Pakistan. He is really good guy, and he trained me a lot of grappling in Thailand.
Really?
Yep. And he trained me a lot of MMA technique and MMA wave, because I'm the truly striker.
Yeah, of course.
I can grab.
I mean, you're being humble. We'll see if you can grapple.
Yeah, okay.
When we go tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
You'll be here for a month. There's tons of opportunities to grapple. But I'm very interested in this guy that you talk about, the Tiger Eye.
Yeah.
How did he? Why did he come to Thailand in the first place? And what are some of the things that really stuck out to you that he taught you?
Yeah, like Berkshire is who love martial art, one of the people. He don't care about the money, same like us.
Yeah.
He really don't care about the money. He really cared about the fighter, like me. Like he trained really too much for me in Thailand. Even I'm not fighter, you know, I'm promoter. But
Yeah.
he really take
You're
it.
not a fighter. You've
Yeah,
only
yeah.
had 70 professional fights in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not a fighter though.
So he really trained me, and he really like introduced the really fighter in one FC like Rotan Super Lab. And
He trained him.
like yeah, but like just a friend,
Okay.
like that. He trained a lot of like fighter, you know, Kontarani in one FC, the ranking flyweight number 5 in Muay Thai. He have a like good like Muay Thai connection, and he sent me into the Muay Thai war. That's why, you know, I have so many connections in like striking war because like Bashir Ahmed and Rich Franklin
That's amazing.
because of
man.
these two.
Isn't it incredible how well you can network through martial arts? You know, and you're seeing this at a young age, 20 years old. You have a global network through martial arts, and I think that's very impressive,
Yeah.
personally.
And like, I feel like it's you know, when I train in Tiger Eye, I feel it's so different way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I mean, grappling is really hard. I don't have like good stamina for grappling, you know, when I
Yeah.
was stuck in BJJ and wrestling.
Yeah, I actually feel the opposite. I think striking to me is so difficult.
I can fight the whole 30 minutes, but I can grab 30 minutes, same like this.
I can fight for maybe 30 seconds.
And what is the crazy thing in my 15 years? I need to take like Lethwei tournament. Like,
Lethwei.
yeah, Lethwei tournament in Myanmar.
Yeah.
I need to fight 2 hours,
2 hours?
only one day in one fight.
Wait. A 2-hour Lethwei fight.
Yep, 2 hours, non-stop. We don't,
There's no breaks.
no break. It's
Are
like
you serious?
Yeah, it's crazy thing in my one professional fight.
How's that
You know,
safe?
Because it's like it's no point, no knockdown, and it's like we need to take in the bet. So if you want the bet, no time limit.
Are you serious?
Yep, like this.
Oh.
We call in Myanmar it's like a land loop way. Yeah, in Myanmar way. In English is same championship match.
So wait a second. So regular Lethwei fights are three 3-minute rounds, right?
Yep.
Right. But
Like
if there's a belt on the line, no time limit, no breaks.
like in regular fight, and no this like rule. Only in like tournament championship fight.
Yeah.
We have like 3 kind of Lethwei fight. It's like regular fight, like championship fight is normal championship way. If you win, you got the bet. Like that. Second thing is tournament championship.
This is like a national.
Yeah, like this,
Okay.
and no time limit.
Okay.
One in my life, I fight like non-stop 2-hour Lethwei fight. I feel like I'm die.
I can't even. I need a few seconds to process that.
Yeah.
You know, because we have no time limit grappling events.
Yeah.
Dude, that's nothing compared to what you're talking about. Dude, grappling is safe, dude, compared to striking. You know, you're probably not going to get hurt unless you don't tap or anything like that. But MMA, you're preparing for war, and Lethwei is even further, and you're doing it for 2 hours straight, right?
Like in this fight, I win, but I need to pay so many things. Look at my scar, look at my leg. I break my bone, I break my head, I broke my leg in only 2 hours Lethwei fight.
So did you get the knockout before the 2 hours was over, or what did the full 2 hours?
I got like KO in like, I mean not down, not KO, not down in around like 15 minutes after fighting. But this guy is so tough, so strong. This
Yeah.
guy came back and stand up.
15 minutes or 50?
15.
15.
Yeah, came back. I punched him like a lot of over 1,000 punch, and this guy stay fighting with me.
How old were you at the time?
I'm 15. I'm 15 years old. This guy is probably 24 or 25, like this. But yeah, but we are same weight in this tournament, so I don't care about age. We are same weight, so I can fight. Like this guy is too strong. I really respect this guy, because you thinking it's like 5 minutes like striking is too hard. Really, it's in MMA. It's first round. Everybody tired, but we fight 2 hours.
I know that's.
Yeah.
I don't think the world even knows about this. I mean, I didn't until just now. I swear I didn't.
Like in Myanmar, like this fight, so many, like this fight, so many. In tournament championship, you see, like most of the guy fight 4 or 5 hours, like this.
4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, I see one fight. They fight like 4 hours in Kenyan State.
And this is like a national championship match.
Yeah, national, no, the like international, because they don't accept like our rule in international. So
No, I mean like the Myanmar
Lethwei
Lethwei national championships.
Yeah, Myanmar national.
That's where you'll see these 4-hour fights.
Like Kenyan State, like a part of Myanmar, not the main city. Like it's the border city. It's near from like Thailand.
Okay.
Like, so it's like this guy fighting in 4 hours, like non-stop. But they can call one rest time.
In 4 hours.
In 4 hours, only one rest time. If give me 10 minutes to rest, like this. They call the only one rest time and they fight it. And what is the crazy thing is nobody win, draw. like the tournament start the fight. The coach say, the boss of the coach say start the fight. They call the stop. But
Wow.
the fighter say we can fight more.
Both of them.
Yeah.
After 4 hours.
Yeah.
Their arms and legs are broken, and they still want to fight.
Yeah, like the bulls, they don't have like high gap. You know, their hand is so low and so down, but they stay fighting.
Let's say, and if they were to win, what would they have won?
Only title and respect.
That is incredible. I love that. I love it, man.
They don't care about the money. They
Yeah,
care
I
about
love
the
it.
respect.
That
and
is
title.
that is incredible, and I think the world could really take a page out of Myanmar's book when it comes to that.
You know, like how much we get from Lethwei fight. You can guess how much. You think?
The way that you're talking, I'm gonna have to go low. Maybe $10, $15.
We only get like per $40 per fight.
14.
Yeah. Like this tournament, we get like $50.
To win the whole tournament.
Yep.
And how many fights do you have to get?
Like 4 or 3 fights. Like if you win like today, you can rest tomorrow. And after the next day, you need to fight again.
But do you get paid for every fight?
No. We got only one.
You only get paid for the championship fight.
Yep. It's crazy. If you lose the first match, or if you lose the second,
Yeah.
you don't get nothing.
And that's what's different. Like in professional MMA, you're gonna get paid
Even like one.
even if
fight.
you lose.
Yeah.
Even if you go and you fight one fight, you get knocked out in 10 seconds, you still get paid. You know. So I think that's another thing a lot of people don't understand is, which I didn't either, is that you're not going to get paid in Lethwei unless you win like 3 or 4 brutal fights,
But
which is going to cost you.
yeah.
You
But
might have scars for the rest of your life.
Yeah, in regular fight they pay win or lose, but only in like tournament championship fight. If you want to get money, you need to win. Like,
Yeah,
that's
of
all.
course.
Like that is when I was in 15. Like when I was in 16 and 17, I moved to my like attack area, but I'm still like fighting.
Yeah.
But I need to move. I need to find another job because I can't find the money on Lethwei, you know.
Yeah, of course.
That's why I need to move another job, and I need to do like movie, like acting and writing like this. And I find a lot of money on this career.
Really?
Yeah,
in acting.
Yeah, in acting and like writing.
Really?
Yeah, I find a lot of money. That's why I can send the fighter to another country for free.
That's
you know?
incredible.
That's why right now I'm contact with you, contact with GMA, contact with another promotion for Myanmar fighter. That's why I can promote.
So tell me a little bit more about your writing and how that's opened up opportunities. I'm very interested.
Insisting like I broke my hand, like so I need to rest like 8 months. So 8 months I can train, I can fight. So I'm looking for the like really good like job, another job. So I find online it's called like 3H promotion. 3H promotion and like
Okay.
like director is like director Mong Myo Min Yin Rin Biet. Is really legend director in Myanmar. So like he really take care of me. He really teach me everything about acting and like writing.
Yeah.
So after this class or 3 month duration, I find a lot of money on this like acting career.
So when you say writing, are you writing scripts for?
Yeah, I'm writing script and I'm acting. I'm also actor in Myanmar. Like I'm writing script, I'm acting the movie, and I'm also writing some like local movie, like small movie and music video.
Wow, and can we find this on YouTube or anything?
Yeah, you can find on YouTube a lot of.
That's awesome, man.
I don't have like own YouTube channel, but like I have like a YouTube video in another channel because
wow.
I'm a director. I'm not like producer, you know.
Okay.
That's why.
Yeah, so you're a writer and an actor.
Yeah, like after like 16 years old, but I do only 2 years, 16 and 17. But like when I get back my hand, I back to the ring, I back to the job because I love fighting, you know. I love fighting. I love martial art. I don't want to do another job.
Yeah.
I only focus on like fighting and job like. That's why I know about like marketing in Myanmar.
Yeah.
That's why I want to show this GMA to the Myanmar audience.
Exactly.
That's why. Like after the like 18, I moved to Thailand. 18 and 19, only 2 years in Thailand. I train like MMA.
In Bangkok.
In Bangkok.
At the Tiger Eye.
Yeah, at the Tiger Eye. That's why I meet like Bashir Ahmed, Rich Franklin, like Rotan Super Lab, like so many.
You met Rotan?
Yeah, I met Rotan.
Really?
Yep.
What's it like?
We met in like Rotan gym. He have a own gym. Like yeah, I know with Rotan, I know with like Super Lab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know with like Taiwan China Navi. I know with every Muay Thai fighter in one FC. We're not like friendly, but we know each other.
Yeah.
Like this. I'm friendly with Rich Franklin and Bashir Ahmed. Because they are my coach, you know.
Of course.
I'm friendly. But I know about like another Muay Thai fighter. They treat me I'm just a fighter, not a promoter, because I'm also the Muay Thai fighter. So sometimes I train with these professional fighter in one FC. I'm train like game plan and diet plan for the fight. That's all. But I want to have. If I have this kind of provider, I got more knowledge.
Yes.
I can have Myanmar people, Myanmar fighter.
Exactly.
Oh.
That's incredible. Because you know in Thailand there's a melting pot.
Yep.
Of fighters around the world. You know, so a great place to network with some high level folks.
Because if Thailand have like really good like Muay Thai promotion and really good Muay Thai gym.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can find like really good Muay Thai fighter.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah, the one thing I know about in Thailand, if you want to find a fighter, don't go the like luxury gym. Go the local gym.
Go to the what?
Go the local gym.
The low-key gym.
Like local
The
gym.
local gym.
Yeah.
Okay.
Small gym.
Yeah.
In a small gym, you can find a lot of good fighter. Damn. If you want a fighter, go to local gym.
That's incredible. Let's just back up just for a little bit. I just
Okay.
want to know a little bit more about this guy from Pakistan.
Okay.
How long has he been in Thailand?
He's over 9 years.
9 years. Yep.
Like he lived in over 9 years, but he stayed over so many years from like stay in Bangkok, because
Okay.
he is also like Muay Thai champion in Thailand.
Wow. And
He is from like United States Army.
oh, really?
After his army, he moved up to like fighting career. Like Bashir is training in like US first. US in like wrestling and BJJ.
In the United States.
In United States,
Yeah.
he is like brown belt in BJJ.
That's-
And like really high level in wrestling, you know. He was
Yeah.
good. He was
Yeah.
not black belt, but he can sparring with black belt.
Yeah.
And right after the like training in US, he is like moving to Thailand, and he fighting like a lot of Muay Thai, and he got the belt. And like after this Muay Thai, he moved to one FC, one championship. He fight MMA, like not Muay Thai. He moved to MMA and he fight the MMA in one FC. Like and like what is the good thing about like Bashir is like he moved him to Pakistan. Like even he is the United States citizen, you know.
Yeah.
He really take care about like Pakistan. Like really take care about the kid, really take care about the new fighter from Pakistan.
Yeah.
Also not from Pakistan, also from like Bangladesh,
Yep.
Nepal. He really take care about it.
And these are countries that people don't think about when they think about MMA.
Yeah.
And this guy is bringing opportunities to people in Pakistan,
Yeah.
to Bangladesh.
Like in Pakistan, the guy is the god for the people, you know.
So that's amazing. So does he have like a program to where he's bringing fighters from Pakistan that come to Thailand?
He have a program and he have a like donation website.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he have like everything for Pakistan.
Wow. Yeah, I would love to take a look at that.
Yeah, you can look. I will send the link.
Yeah.
He have a like donation like website for the like kid.
Okay.
The kid who doesn't have like parent. And he train MMA to this kid, and he give them to food, clothes, everything, and he give them to school.
Really?
Yep. He is the really good guy in Pakistan. I mean, he is the really good guy in my life. Same.
Yeah.
Because I can see like so many things, and I can learn so many from the Bashir Ahmed.
Yeah. So, I mean, so I can see that in you.
Yeah.
That you get a lot of, you've gotten a lot of qualities from this guy from Pakistan, who's provided opportunities to his people back in Pakistan. He could have lived a nice, comfortable life in the United States, but he didn't.
Yeah.
You know.
Same. That's why I want to do.
And you're
about,
doing
like,
the same thing
Yeah,
at a very
Myanmar.
young age.
In Myanmar, that's why I
you're
want
not
to
even
do.
old enough to drink in the United States.
Oh
You're
yeah,
not
I know
even
about
old
this.
enough to drink in the United States, and here you are doing international relations, taking it upon yourself to find a way to get the resources to travel all the way from Myanmar here to Vietnam just to witness God's martial arts.
Yep.
Just so that you can be better prepared to give opportunities to the Burmese, and that speaks volumes of your character.
My focus is I don't want to be an agency. Like most of the people think we bought an agency for like GMA, but we are not agency, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to be agency. I want to be like just a promoter and just a like founder for Myanmar.
Yeah.
For Myanmar people, only about that. I don't care about the money.
Yeah.
I only care about the Myanmar fighter future.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah, I mean, I just want to give people opportunities in cool ways.
Yeah.
Let's make some cool events, dude. You know,
Yep.
let's make it memorable. You know what I mean? And money's necessary to a certain point. We got to have enough money to make the event happen, but we can always find that, right? But I've been sitting here thinking that the first question that you asked at the beginning of the show, what opportunities can we bring to Myanmar? What are your thoughts on this? We could have what are your thoughts on having like a grappling event? A grappling event,
Honestly,
Vietnamese and Burmese.
Yeah.
Here in Vietnam, we can find a venue. I don't know how much sponsorship money that we can get. I can't promise that we can, provide transportation or anything like that. I don't know. But what are your thoughts on like just having a Vietnam versus Myanmar grappling super fights event? What do you think?
It's cool. I want to do, honestly, I want to do it this way.
Yeah.
I want to do like striking, like grappling, and like just like another tournament for like between Myanmar and like Vietnam.
Yeah.
And not only these two countries, only like all like Southeast Asia. I want to do like this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But let's just start small.
Yeah.
So just spitballing some ideas. This could be like a cultural exchange opportunity. We have a small event and in a venue, just some grappling matches, and like 10 matches. 10 matches, Myanmar, Vietnamese only, and come up with a rule set. We just do, like for Saigon Super Fights, we just do submission only,
Like,
8 minutes. That's
if
it.
I have a chance, I can bring the fighter to like this guy, this promotion. you
Yeah,
know?
and we can call it anything.
Yeah.
I'm not I don't care what it's called.
We only need sponsor for like transportation.
Yeah.
Only need,
Yeah.
Only need. If
Well-
in this tournament they don't care about money, they care about
yeah.
they care about tournament, they care about the respect, they care about the fight.
Yeah.
I can promise you like this way. So
Okay. What,
if you give them to chant, you can call every
I
fighter.
promise you this: I can give them opportunities to grapple.
Okay.
100%. I can promise you that. I can give you opportunities to grapple for sure. 100%. And that's what I love to do. And it's not just me; it's the community that we have here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do what I've been doing without the support of all the small gyms. Over under Team Shark. Tao Dean Jiu-Jitsu. The list goes on. We don't have enough time to discuss all the gyms here. But and they can come here. They can come here. They can compete in this event that we have. Whatever super fights events, whatever. We can share food. We can break bread together, and then all of the gyms can come together and they can train everywhere. And I really do think that this could be a memorable experience. I mean, like me personally, dude, I would love to go to Myanmar and train at y'all's gyms. Just please don't force me into a 4-hour Lethwei fight. I mean,
That you should fight at like amateur level fight.
yeah, I would
Yeah.
I'll play around a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I play around with MMA and stuff like that, and I think it's a lot of fun. But,
Don't worry, I will give you like Shinget.
okay, thank you. But yeah, I really do think we can do that. What is let's say you had like 10 people.
Okay.
How would you get these guys from Myanmar here to Vietnam? What would be the most efficient way? Do you have to fly? Can you take a bus or?
Take a flight is the best way.
Okay.
It's cheaper than like take a bus.
Really?
Like we can go like directly to Vietnam because it's a little bit far from Myanmar,
Okay.
So we have like only 2 choices,
Okay.
like by the sea and by the flight. That's all. So
By
I would
the
take.
sea?
Yeah,
You're telling me that you're gonna
we
get
have a
here
like boat.
that goes from Myanmar here?
In Myanmar and Vietnam, we have a boat.
Really?
Yep.
How long does that take?
It's legal way, but it's too expensive.
Oh, it's too expensive.
It's too expensive.
Oh, okay, I see what
So
you're saying.
I don't want to bring GMA too expensive way.
Yeah.
It's take there like 8 or 9 hours, so it's too long.
Yeah.
In flight, like only take 1 hour, over 1 hour.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and it's too cheap.
Yeah. Yeah. So this event that we're talking about now, you know, as you know, would be like a Super Fights grappling event that is is separate from GMA.
Yep.
But these guys could come and watch GMA. They could come visit here and things like that. It could provide them opportunities that could lead to getting into GMA one day.
Yep.
But this is something that myself and some of the other leaders and representatives who volunteer to provide opportunities for grappling opportunities. We do have sponsors, but you know, if it's not my decision on.
I know.
But sometimes we can get that those sponsorships, right?
But if I want to bring Myanmar fighter, if I were to, like, I would take the all Myanmar fighter, and I will find like air sponsorship.
Okay, well,
like I don't know about like Myanmar have an airline for Vienna. I don't know, but like I know like in Vienna they have a like airline to Myanmar, but I don't know about Myanmar. But if Myanmar have the airline for like flight to go to Vienna, I can find the sponsorship.
Okay.
I can ask. I don't think it's okay or not okay, but I can ask to the like this airline.
Okay. That's amazing. It's amazing that your country supports your fighters on that level.
If they pay me sponsor, it's easy. You know. But I want to bring like all of them together. Yeah. Like we have like 10 Myanmar fighter for like BJJ tournament. Mm-hmm. So let's bring all 10 people.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Like this, it's more cheap. You know.
It's easy to find people who. I mean, here there's a lack of.
I know about like right now we have like the BJJ Federation in Myanmar. You know about it?
Remind me.
We have a like BJJ Federation in Myanmar.
Okay, yeah.
Last 2 months.
But it just started 2 months ago.
Yeah, it just started in 2 months.
Really?
So, I will ask this like chairman.
Okay.
If you have the people to send to Vienna, like we can have fine for tournament. Please have me for the government.
Dude, I will
like
do
this.
any. I will do, and this helps. This helps all of our promotions here in Vietnam, including God's Martial Arts. Anything that we can do to help promote them, to give them opportunities, let us know, man.
That's all.
You know, seriously. I mean, this is my passion to do this. It's a labor of love for me, you know. So yeah, for sure. And I think there's a lot of things that we can do together.
It's sure.
Yeah,
we can do so many things for between Vienna and Myanmar. Yeah, I can promise. Like sometimes we can do about like Thailand.
Yeah. Well, what about one last question as we're getting to the end of the episode? You think that it would be a possibility one day for some of the Pakistan guys to compete in grappling here? Could that, is that a possibility in the future? Would that add value, do you think?
Honestly, I can bring right now Bangladesh and Pakistan.
Really?
I have a like connection, yeah.
And these guys are coming from Bangkok?
No, this guy live in Bangladesh and Pakistan.
And they will come here for a grappling?
Yeah, they can come. If you give them to sponsor,
okay,
they will come.
Okay. So definitely, I'm gonna have to find that. That's usually the toughest part, finding sponsorship.
Like I can send a fusion in Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, like same with Myanmar, if they have only 6 or 7 MMA in the whole country. In Bangladesh, like
that's incredible.
Like
what's the population of Bangladesh?
I don't know like actually, but I know every MMA gym in Bangladesh, and they ask me, they can join GMA. Same, like they ask me like that, but I say
that is crazy.
Yeah,
man.
I say I'm not working with GMA, so I'm saying like that, but
yeah,
but I can ask them because if you bring them there, we can find way because like most like every MMA gym ask me like this. Find me like fight.
Yeah.
Find me to be fight. In Bangladesh, they have a road to UFC or like this, like small event,
Okay.
like a small event, but they can't find the fight. It's too hard. So they want to find in they want to move to Bangkok and they want to fight in Muay Thai or something, like that,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
they want to move like Philippines to boxing. If
Yeah.
like Vienna give them champ, we can bring. They will love it, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, for sure. I think so. I think like the overall message here is you can't. It's unreasonable to think that you're just going to go straight, and get a guaranteed slot in God's martial arts. That's just not possible. But you can come in there. We're going to find you an opportunity that could lead to that, and provide you opportunities to compete, train, and connect with coaches, fighters, promoters, and sponsors that's going to advance your career in one way or another, right? So,
Yeah. Same.
yeah,
I do.
and this is an exciting thing to do. We live in a very special time.
Yep. Thank
A
you.
very special
Like,
time.
I want to message for like Myanmar fighter with the Burmese language. You want to
Yes.
say, yeah.
Go ahead,
Yes,
sir.
I always say for that. It's
Yep.
like, ကျွန်တော်မြန်မာပြည်သက်တွေနဲ့မြန်မာ fighter လူတွေအတွက်ပြောချင်တာကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီ GMA မှာကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီအခုဆိုရင် fighter 4ယောက်ပေါ့နော်4ယောက်ခေါ်ထားတယ်သူကစိုးမိုးစောပင်ဒိုင်းမွန်ဝင် Samuel and Sojon ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီနှစ်မှာ4ယောက်ကိုအခွင့်အရေးပေးထားရပေါ့နော်သူတို့4ယောက်ကိုအခွင့်အရေးပေးထားတယ်နောက်နှစ်မှာဆိုရင်ကျွန်တော်တို့ထပ်ပြီးတော့မြန်မာ fighter တွေကိုအခွင့်အရေးပေးဖို့လောက်သွားမယ်ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့မှာ like sponsor ဒီ GMA ကမြန်မာ fighter တွေပေါ်မှာ sponsor အပြည့်ပေးတယ်like air ticket like hotel ပြီးရင်ညီကိုစားဖို့တောက်ဖို့ဘာမှမပြောအောင်ညီကိုတို့ဒီရန်ကုန်ကနေ VNL လေးစိတ်ရောက်တာနဲ့လာကြိုပေးတယ်အကုန်စီစဉ်ပေးတယ်ညီကိုတို့လောက်ကမှာတတိချာချာနဲ့ဒီမှာနိုင်အောင်ပွဲထိုးရုံပဲဒါပဲ GMA ကညီကိုတို့အတွက်အကုန်ကြည့်ပေးတယ်နောက်ကြရင်လည်းပိုကြည့်ပေးအောင်မယ်အဲ့တော့ကျွန်တော်ပြောချင်တာကတော့ like ဘယ်လိုပြောမလို့ညီကိုတို့အနေနဲ့လောက်ကမှာတေချာလေးကျင့်ပြီးတော့ဒီမှာပွဲထိုးဖို့ပဲရှိတယ်ဒါ GMA ကညီကိုတို့ကိုကြည့်ပေးတဲ့ဟာပေါ့နော်နောက်ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ဘာရှိအောင်မလဲဆိုရင်ကျွန်တော်မြန်မာကနေပြီးတော့ဒီ fighter ပေါ့နော်လူငယ် fighter လေးတွေကို VNM မှာဒီခေါ် train ပြီးတော့ GMA မှာပြီးထိုးပွားဖို့တော့ရှိရပေါ့နော်ဒါပေမဲ့အဲ့ဒီ fighter ကတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ရွေးနေတော့အဲ့တော့ GMA ကမြန်မာအတွက်ကောင်းမွန်တဲ့အနာဂတ်ရှိရကွာညီကိုတို့လက်တွဲဖို့ပဲလိုတယ်ဒါကကျွန်တော်ပြောချင်တာပါ that's all that I say it's like about like sponsorship to like shortcut for Myanmar audience
Yeah.
because they can see this shortcut they will understand well
Yeah, for sure.
like
Yeah.
for sure message do you have a message for Myanmar
Yeah. And my message to Myanmar is first, I have a deep respect. I have a deep respect for the Burmese, the Myanmar people, not just because of your tough mindset that I can connect with, but the support that you have for your fighters and the ability to come together to find opportunities for your country and the ability to go above and beyond and went outside your comfort zone to leave your country and go to foreign lands in order to find more opportunities for your people like yourself. And I think you're a shining example of that. And it'd be an honor. It's an honor for me to have you here.
Same.
And one day I really hope I can go and visit Myanmar. I really do. I'd love to train your gyms. So I will say that if you want an opportunity in any martial art or training, whether it's grappling or anything here in Vietnam, please reach out to me and I'm going to do what I can to find a way. And I don't know what that is. I can't promise any monetary things. All I can promise is I'm going to do the best I can to provide you an opportunity. Right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I want to say thank you like you and like Johnny
Yes.
and everything member and everything in GMA people to
Yes.
give our Myanmar people champ. So I want to say really thank you.
Absolutely.
I hope we can show the really good fighter in future.
Yes.
I hope that, and I hope like I can bring the really good fighter in the future.
Yes. And all you need is to bring your heart,
Yep.
and try hard. And I know that you guys have that. There's some things you can't teach, man, and you guys have the mindset.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yes. And that's it, folks. That wraps up episode 9 of GMA Beyond the Fight. And this is where we discuss and we bring on influential people from throughout Southeast Asia, just like Khun Sa, that celebrates martial arts traditions and brings us together on one stage, God's martial arts. The next event we have is going to be an incredible event. It's on August the 2nd here at GMA Arena. It's going to be a groundbreaking event. It's going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be insane to watch for the fans, for the fighters. We're going to have a lot of countries represented. We've got Myanmar represented. We've got Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia, and Vietnam represented here. And I encourage you guys, if you can't make it here, please watch live on YouTube or Facebook. I'll see you soon in 2 weeks. It's an honor to be your host. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Khun Sa,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
brother.
so much, man.
You can say in Myanmar, Jesu Timbare.
Yeah? What is it?
You can say in Myanmar, Jesu Timbare.
Okay, just waiting. Okay, we're good to go. Dude, oh my God, man. Great job, dude. I didn't know you were an actor.